Put the oh boy, this weather is I can't stand this weather, man. I cannot emphasize enough, man. I cannot stand this weather, man. Oh my God. You don't look better. I fuck with y'all later, all right? Y'all stay. You know, all right? Shut up. Yes, it's ugly. Yes. I want to be. He's so mad. We love you. He be mad. We love y'all though. Love you. So bad. Hey, peace. I am sick. Yeah, man, get on somewhere. That's a TikTok. I'm trying to go live. You know, TikTok messy as crap. These people be bitter. Yeah, I think I officially put TikTok on notice. If y'all was watching my live yesterday evening and this morning, I think TikTok has realized they got a problem. So they've been in these FBA spaces wasting time, arguing back and forth, not getting real answers, not getting real rebuttals. And they have been like really, really, really following me and trying to get my attention. Right. So if y'all was here this morning, well on YouTube, YouTube was lit this morning, but so was TikTok. When I go live on TikTok, I'm usually at like, on average in the morning, anywhere from like 5 to 15. You dig? Today, today we was up in the 30s. And you know what's crazy? As soon as I joined TikTok, there was a Haitian waiting on me. I mean, yo, family, I couldn't even brush my teeth. I was trying to stall him out, Debo. Like, okay. I'm like, all right, go in. I told him go in so I could like buy time to brush my teeth. This guy kept talking for 2 seconds, stopping. So I'm like, dude, talk, man. I didn't want it to be I didn't want it to be silent. So anyway, a couple people learned in real time that they're not black. They had little to no rebuttal. I am not shocked. I do a thorough job cooking them on that. Yeah, I'm not buying a new phone for my TikTok. Right now, my TikTok bugging out. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm not buying a new phone. Yeah, the TikTok phone is janky, but um, maybe I will buy a new phone. Let me think. Cause like these phone places, like, yo, can I just buy a phone, man? I know I already got two phone lines. I don't need a phone line. Like you can express that all day long and still like, yo, so this line is 3% up, 30%. Dude, I don't want three lines. I got two lines. I only got that because when I use for TikTok. I just want a brand new phone, man. So I can, yo, this TikTok phone is wild, yo. It won't let me change the title. So I'm trying to put a title on TikTok. I can't even cancel it. All right, let me try this. Oh my God, this phone is wild. I didn't waste so much time working with this. Okay, cool. So another guy hopped on, he's from Togo, and he was like, man, all you gotta do is talk about Africans. I'm like, dude, nobody was talking about you. Oh, I heard African. Yeah, because a Haitian guy called in as soon as I went live on TikTok and started talking about how he's mixed with African or something else. That's how we got to Africa. Oh snap! I didn't even realize that. I had papers back there. Wow. Yeah, like folks be so busy trying to level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Five, four, three, two, one. Haters got level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Haters got level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Five, four, three, two, one. Level up, level up. Haters got level up, level up, level up. Haters got level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Yeah, y'all gotta level up, man. Y'all gotta level up. The bar has been raised high. Okay. I'm on TikTok. I raised the bar of conversation. It's high now. Ain't no more yelling and cussing folks out. Your course let's do the how much you know challenge. All right. So I was talking to a lot of TikTokers this morning, man. It was like 20 versus me. I had some FBAs call in, and this is why I gotta, oh God, FBAs, listen, man, if I invite you on and a tether calls in, depending on the topic, you can go to work. I don't mind. I don't mind, if y'all cook on the tether. But there's certain talking points that I prefer. And really, the topic of delineation and black, right? Who's black, who's not. Outside of that, man, y'all could whoop on the tether. But if the topic black comes up, well, at least at least if you like was that the critic? At least he could break down the X of them things. So even he could take that one. Right. But delineation, I probably want that one. Like when it comes to delineation. Yeah, but black and delineation is like two topics I'm gonna want to talk on. So when a tether come on and start talking about he's black, yeah, y'all should already know. Like, let me get that. You dig? So please do not talk over me on black or delineation. I don't need no help. Zero help. Y'all had your chance. And y'all ain't do a good job. You got tethers out here believing they black. Right? So y'all had your chance. Now I'm here. Removing black from them. So Tariq had a discussion with a tether on black. And the tether used black against Tariq. I ain't gonna lie, he actually got Tariq a little bit on black because Tariq acknowledges tethers as black. So he was like, well, that's our word. You need a new word. You need a new word. I'm like, hmm. Like, how can you acknowledge tethers as black and then say it's our word? It's like that don't go like that. I say they're not black. I say they're cosplaying as black. They're not black. They never were black. They never can be black. Black ain't something you can just join. Okay. We're saying foundational family. We're adding foundational to avoid confusion. All right. And gaslighting. We're not giving anybody a chance. So we put foundational there. We put native there to avoid the confusion. But we're the only black people. All right. We're the only black people. We don't have to put foundational native. Right. So we do it for documentation purposes and reparations. Right. That's why the foundational native is there. But this aggregation is for government statistics and reparation legal claims of justice and reparatory legal claims. That's why the F and the native must go there. You dig? Okay. Now outside of that, we're just black. So in everyday day-to-day life, Haitians don't call themselves black. I'm talking about day-to-day. Like, what's up, black man? They don't do that. Okay. They say sock passe. You dig? And Jamaicans be like, wagwan. So like we ain't gonna lie. In day-to-day activities, they do not refer to themselves as black. All right. When black American men see each other, we be like, what's up, black man? The black man is God. That's how we be talking. Like we use black as an endearment term. What's up, black man? Black family. Like we are the ones who said black love and coined it, you know what I mean, with pictures of couples. We did that. That wasn't a Haitian or a Jamaican or a Nigerian saying black love and there's two Haitians hugging and kissing. That was us. We we hauled the load and we foot the bill to black. We always done that. Tethers want to backdoor their way into black by saying, well, this translates to black. Huh? Yeah, but we're not when you translate to black, that's a watered down backdoor way to be black. We're not a translated version of black. If you gotta be a translated version of black, or if you gotta translate your way into blackness, you ain't black. Do y'all get that? When you gotta translate your way to be black, you're not black. We, the lineage, FBAs, we are not a translated version of black. We are the real McCoy. Our black started with B. Your black started with something else. And then you translated your way to blackness unauthentically. You dig? Illegitimately, informally, without our permission, without any regard to how we feel. You translated your way to black by permission of the whitey man. Because when we ask you, how are you black? All of you say, because the whitey man told you were black. It's like, yeah, but we're not black because the whitey, and then they try to gaslight us. Well, the whitey man told you were black. No, he didn't. The whitey man told us we were Negro and colored. That's how we were described on government forms nationally. Again, I recall Negroes being sold on auction blocks. I don't recall blacks. I recall the sign saying whites only and colored only. I don't recall the sign saying blacks only. Okay? So white people regarded us as a derogatory term in this country as Negro and color, and they might have described some of our skin as being black skin, dark skin. That's not how they identified us. That wasn't our race. No, that was not a race. And this is what they don't get. It's like, well, if you're black because of a race and a white man made up the race, then what were you before white man made up the black race? What were you? So Tethers, I gotta reveal something to you. You were not black before a white man invented the racial black classification. But check this out. We were black before the racial black classification. Nobody made that argument but me on all of the net. If somebody's saying that, they got it from me. See, I got videos and songs. We the only black people. Y'all the only eat rat, eat cat people. You ain't black. You ain't that. Yo, repo. Wait, your black is being repo. How do I say it? I'm taking it back because y'all making it back. Y'all from the slave selling class. We built the foundation. Our what? I was going in. We laid the foundation. That's a whole song. That's over a year old, man. We the only black people. Y'all the only eat cat, eat rat, eat bat people. You ain't black. You ain't that. Your black is repoed. I'm taking it back because y'all making it whack. Y'all from the slave raiding attacks. That's what I said. Right? That's what I said. So you guys have been black as a result of whitey people black classification. We predate whitey man. We being black predates whitey man black classification. You didn't know that. Like my son be saying, you didn't know that? I gotta clip that when my son be saying, you didn't know that? I'm gonna put that in a sound bite. You didn't know that? Yeah, man. Like, yo, here's tether logic. Tether logic is really about projection. They ain't do a lot, and they let white people control their social lives, right? They are influenced by whitey people, and white people narrate their social lives. So they put that on us. They think that's how we socialize as well, by the thumb of white man. But we be like, nah, white man didn't influence us to do A, B, and C. Hip hop was not influenced by white man. Our version of basketball wasn't influenced by white man. Like everything we did, it was our swag way. Even like boxing, like that's like we learned the art of hit and not get hit. Whitey man learned the art of get hit and barely hit a foundational. That's our twist we put on things. That's the trademark we put on things. We put our trademark on things. So why y'all surprised that we got our trademark on things? Like we tired of y'all stealing stuff. Tethers and the white, well, Tethers tried. Oh, we founded hip hop. Oh, Black history is our history. Yeah, that's why we're trademarking things. Slick talk like that. So the trademark means you can't lie and say you founded something. You dig? Or Black history is yours. See, that trademark blocks you out. Or in basketball terms, it blocks you out. So you try to gaslight us to remove the trademark. So you can still and look, even though the acronym is trademark, they still say they foundational. Well, I'm a foundational Tether. Well, I'm a foundational African Brit. I'm a foundational Haitian. They still use the word foundational. Literally got it from us and still use it. No shame. So can you imagine if it wasn't trademark? If they still took it, if they still took it in spite of it being trademarked, family, if they still took it in spite of it being trademarked, can you imagine if those 3 letters were not trademarked? They still took it. I'm a foundational Haitian. I'm a foundational Tether. If it wasn't trademarked, they will be the FBAs, Foundational Black Americans. That's exactly how they use it. Because somehow they founded Chicago, somehow they sold us Louisiana, somehow they helped fight in the Civil War, somehow they taught us English. Like they did it all. The Haitians did it all. So they're foundational. Okay, they did it all. So if they're foundational and now they're Black and they get citizenship, yeah, and that logic makes them a foundational Black American. Those lies and logic makes them foundational Black American. So without any uncertainty, no, yeah, without any uncertainty, they would have trademarked FBA and they've been running around saying they foundation. I had an agent tell me, yo, we are the real Black Americans. I was like, okay, break that down. I would love to hear this babble. Go in. Oh yeah, because the Civil War arc. Civil War. Is that your introduction in America was 1862, my guy? We were here 200 years before that, man. What's wrong with you? We were here 200 years before that. Like they don't think about that. Like they think because we got birthright citizenship federally, nationally, they think that's when our history started in America. Like, no, man. You gotta go back to the 1500s, my guy. Lady. Yeah, we've been here. We've been here 300 years before that Civil War, man. Our remnants been in here 300 years before that Civil War. And the Haitian Revolution did not help us out. It didn't inspire us. Our revolution inspired you in 1526. That was the first successful rebellion against whitey people. Okay? And when? It had them flee. So when that was heard around the world, that was the first inception that these folks can lose. If you just get on code and don't flee, don't make up excuses and complain, if you just, pin your ears back and just swing and believe in yourself with the FBA spirit, the FBA glow, you might get something accomplished. And we've been catching W's ever since then, family. 1526. We said, oh, hell no. Wait, what's going on? Oh, you about to say who? Bop, 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 a wop, bamboo. They fled like hell, man. Oh, get the ships. Go back to Portuguese. Go back to France. They crazy. They crashing out on us. Yeah, we went. Yeah, we wild out on 'em. You about to do what? Oh man, you lost your mind. And they learned a valuable lesson from that point on. They learned if they're gonna get us in custody, they got to shackle us, and they got to be the most numerous people. We can't outnumber them. That's why ever since then, we're the only melanated people who white people try to enslave or colonize, where we were never the majority. They learned a valuable lesson that day. Never let those FBAs be the majority. Always outnumber them 100 to 1. That's the only way you can subdue them. Outnumber them 100 to 1, 1,000 to 1, and never let them get all of the things they build. Never let them reap the benefits of what they built. Exclude them from wealth and extract their wealth. Burn up their cities, take them eminent domain, justify it, and then run highways through them. Cause race riots. Create systems like Jim Crow that are totally unconstitutional. There was no democracy in this country, no true democracy in this country until the civil rights movement. So when Tethers be talking, it's like, yo, what are you talking about, man? Like we brought this country democracy. This country wasn't even a republic. It wasn't democracy or republic until 1960s. Yeah, I know that, right? Like this country was not a republic. It contradicted and it opposed the U.S. Constitution. We forced this country to at least try to be republic and to uphold democracy. We did that. You ain't do that. We did that. All that justice for all, liberty and just that was complete cat. We made this country start to have give out a little liberty and give a little bit of justice for all. We did that. 1960 march with our great lawyers like what's his name? Richard Wright Hamilton, I think his name is. Or was it Wright Hamilton? It was I'm sorry, Richard Hamilton. I know so many names in our history, man, and their names be kind of similar, so they kind of cross. Yeah, his name was Richard Hamilton, I believe. He's the one that taught Thurgood Marshall everything he knew. Okay, there's no lawyer greater than him. He's the greatest lawyer in Black American history, and probably all of American history. I think his name is Richard Hamilton. Go look him up. Just look up Thurgood Marshall mentor. See, when people talk about the civil rights movement and the march, they talk about the activists and the politicians. Nobody talk about the lawyers who actually put the pen to paper in one of those cases in court. Like it was the lawyers, like, yeah, we were boycotting and doing all that stuff, activism, fighting, but it was the lawyers that won their arguments in court. Yo, our lawyers, now a tether can never compare. Our lawyers during that time, family, their winning percentage in court was like 85%. Did y'all know that? Let me get my son on the phone. Did y'all ain't know that? Our lawyers, like he put the plan together. He gave the blueprint to Thurgood Marshall and everybody else. He put the plan. I think his name is Richard Hamilton. He made the plan. Came up with the plan how they're going to attack the civil rights movement. No, I'm sorry. How they're going to attack these unconstitutional laws in court. That was his plan. He drew it for everybody. And Thurgood Marshall, all of them, all the sisters too, they went with the plan and all of them, not just him, they all had high winning percentages. Every last one of them. They became all type of judges afterward. But that ain't taught. All we know about Thurgood Marshall, that's it. That ain't taught. So this is why nobody can debate me and win. Like I know too much, and I know how to articulate and argue. I'm witty. I got great rebuttals. And I know a lot of stuff, man. I know a lot of my history. I know a lot about tether history. So it's really hard to pull a fast one on. And I study linguistics, grammar. So it's like, damn, like where can you win at? All right, so let me play a video with Tariq Nasheed arguing with a tether, a cosplaying tether, because he was pretending to be FBA. Then all of a sudden he disclosed he got no enslaved ancestors. Like, okay. All right, so I'm gonna play a video. I can't stand these undocs people. Ice, man, where are you? I'm gonna play a video with Tariq talking about black, what is black, and he was gaslighting the hell out of Tariq, and he got kind of far because Tariq conceded to tethers can be black. And yo, it don't matter how bad you cook a tether, family. If you concede that they are black, to them you took a L because they know to win you got to take black from them. You got to know what hurts them the most. Calling them a tether, saying it came from a failed homeland, man, they're gonna come back the next day. Saying they eat cat, they come back the next day. Give them the truth that they ain't black, that the cosplay is 100% over. You ain't black at all. You never been black. And we're the only black people ever in history, in recorded history. We're the only black people. When you give them that fact, that revelation, that takes the sleep from them. They start crying. I had one African. No, I was on one TikTok space, man. I got that in on him. He let me go and he didn't know where I was going. I said a whole bunch of I said a whole bunch of history and grammar on the word black and the other word that they try to translate as black. I cooked that and he didn't know where I was going till I landed the plane. I like, yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that the only black people are black Americans. Y'all tethers ain't never been black ever in history. And you ain't black now. My man was like, yo, hell no. Mute him, mute him. You ain't gonna tell me I ain't black. I know I'm black. Like, okay, okay. It'll be okay. So you got to know what really hurts them, man. That truth, John 8:32, you should know the truth and the truth shall set you free. I was talking about tethers, man. That Bible verse was exclusively for tethers. The tether shall know the truth and it shall set them free. Now, it ain't going to feel good that day that you hear it. But over a while, you're going to be able to sleep because then you know the cosplay is over. You can go back to wearing flip flops, and one basketball shorts, and a fishnet jersey with three numbers on it. Then you ain't got to wear the wave cap across your eyebrows with the fitted, looking like Memphis Bleak. You ain't got to wear the baggy pants with the big Tims. You can go right back to how you look when you got here. So I'll be trying to relieve them from that, like the pressure to keep up with us, which they always 20 years, 30 years behind. All right. So now let me play this video real quick. Play this video. Wave cap across the eyebrow. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, yeah, I promise you, every time I see a dark-skinned melanated person with a wave cap on, I automatically think tether. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, unless they older, like 40, something like that. If they under 40, they're like around 25 and 30 and lower. Yeah. In my mind, they're tethered until they prove they're not. And now there's a homeless white man waving his hand like to me. Dude, my guy, my guy. The last person I would ever give $1 that's homeless is a white man. And you ain't got no chance in hell, no chance of getting $1 from me if you're a homeless white man. This is your system. It's called systemic racism. You should be up. As homeless as you are, if you just put out an application, you could be musty as hell and dirty, and you will get hired over a hardworking Black American with a beautiful resume who smell good and dress good and drive good and look good. That homeless man chances is just as good as ours. Let me give you a factual stat. A white man with a criminal arrest record, felony arrest record, got the same chance, if not better, not greater, to get a job over a Black American college graduate. That's 100% fact. A high school dropout, let's hear me again. A high school dropout white man with a felony arrest record got at least the same chance and sometimes greater than a foundational Black American man with no felony and with a college background. So when I see a white man homeless asking for $1, dude, stop, 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 man, stop. Dude, don't look my way, man. You'll never get nothing from me. Nothing ever. Nothing ever. Nothing. Nothing. I'm the last. Matter of fact, white people can't even call in. Like, yeah, like, so everybody can't call in and talk to on this topic. On this topic of FBA, delineation reparations, white people are not allowed to talk to me on this topic. Spanish people, forget about it. You can't talk to me. Arabs, Indians, who else? Oh, even Eritreans, Ethiopians, Sudanese people, Somalians. Nope, can't talk to me. Not now on this topic, not on FBA. No, because it don't apply to you. Don't apply to you. It applied to the potential cosplayers. So people from the West Indies, they could be mistaken as us. They can cosplay under mine. The folks I just mentioned, they can't cosplay. Like they look completely different from us. So it don't apply to them. The Haitians, West Indians, and Africans, that's West African, South, and Central. These guys are some of these, not all of them, not even of them. They have a tether class that's been saying the most despicable about us, the most rude things about us, and they've been misrepresenting us and trying to sabotage and undermine us by trying to look like us. And you see, they call themselves Black, right? So with the East, like a lot of East Africans don't try to cosplay as Black. A lot of North Africans don't even try. That's why I say white people, Hispanic, and Arab don't be trying. That's why I said no need for them to call in. I got no conversation for y'all. So, click, 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 click. I got a question about FBA. Click, 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 click. Get up out of here, man. So that's my standard. So my standard is just that. No Hispanics, no white people, no Arabs, no Indians, no Eritreans and Somalians and Ethiopians, Arabs, and I got zero conversation for y'all. Zero. I'm not explaining nothing about what we're doing. Go Google it. All I'm gonna tell them is go Google it. All right, so hey, sir, invite yourself. Oh, here you go. Hey, what's going on? Hello. Hey, yeah, I can barely hear you because your speakerphone or your headset. It's a bad, huh? All right, try again. Oh yeah, you sound way better than. I hear, I hear you crystal clear.
Yeah, well, I heard you talking about reparations.
Yeah, and delineation. Yes, sir.
Nobody should be talking on FBA business.
Right.
The government needs to get our monies up.
Yep.
And that's a fact. And this whole world's ruined is because they try to ruin our country, try to ruin us. And
right.
They can't do
Still
all
here.
these tethers. Stuff will brought here just to destroy us.
Right. Yep. Undermine us, sabotage. Yep.
Civilized world, civilized. We are the moral foundation of this country. but they steady make us like we're the animals. They bring all these tethers in here to disrespect us. And I'm not just talking about Caribbeans and Africans. I'm talking about Boricuas,
Yep.
Mexicans, Asians, everybody. We are fighting everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. So nobody can speak about that money's our government need to get up to us, all this stuff they done stole us. Aborigines, you're the true indigenous people of this country, including those few African slaves that come over.
Mm-hmm.
We were the country that had plenty of black people already here. Now South America and all that, they need a lot of black people down there. Yeah, but you know, there's black people everywhere, all four corners of the earth.
Wait, hold on. Now, when you say black people, what's your definition of black people?
Let's do this like this here. Melanated.
Okay, there you go. All right, I'm with you. Yeah, you know what? Because that. Right. Because that.
I say black people all over the world. I'm talking about melanated people.
Yeah, I would rather you say melanated because the black thing will confuse people. Yeah,
Melanated people. It's all
that's a fact.
same people understand that even Europe the people before it was white supremacy. Yeah, this is their turn to earth. We ruled the earth first.
Yes, sir.
Melanated people. But these black FBAs, we're the moral sauce of the whole world. Everybody want to be like us. Period. Why they don't want to be like us? Everybody trying to run our country. We make this country livable for everybody.
Everybody's saying they're black now. All of a sudden.
Exactly. Because they've been trying to destroy us. The reason why that last president brought all these people in this country, they were trying to make Democrats like this.
Right.
They're trying to take over everything and get new people to vote for them unconditionally like we did.
Yep.
We no longer doing that.
Right, and that's why they're trying to that's why they're caping for these illegals.
Delineating us FBAs are delineation, the real true blacks.
Yep.
The only blacks.
Only blacks, right.
And now we delineate. Their power is just turning into nothing. It's turning into nothing.
Pretty tough.
We have to do is stick with our blackouts.
Yep.
I don't support Dominicans. I don't support Mexicans. Oh, no, when it comes to Latino and Spanish food, I like Mexican food the best. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm raised in the Midwest, Kansas City. My books, you know.
Yeah, good food is good food. Yeah, just like good music is good music. Like we'll be a fool to shit.
Just like good food is good food, and I feel like my soul is the best.
Oh yeah. Yo, give me a top 5 because I did a live on the top 5. What's your top 5? Yeah. I need that. Cultural dishes. Yeah, cultural dishes. No. I'm saying like no cultural dishes, like your top 5 cultural. Yeah. All right, so soul food number 1. What's number 2? What's number 2? I mean, okay, run them down. Run them down with no order. All right. So we got soul food in there. What else? So we got Mexican. All right, that's 2. All right, that's 3. No, that's 3. That's 3. Now they got to fight it out. There's slots for both of them. All right. So that's 4. That's 4. Oh yeah. Wait. So far. Now I'm saying so far, you just named 4 of my 5, right? So far, you named 4 of my 5. So what's the 5th one? Let's go for clean sweep. Let's go for clean sweep.
That's hard to do because I'm gonna have to go with a it's gonna be some kind of what you call exotic.
Give it.
I like that big gold.
Okay. All right. So now you put them. Don't forget, food is food. Okay. All right, now I ain't gonna. All right, so four of your 4 was mine. My 5th one was Jamaican. Yeah, Jamaican food was my 5th. So your 4 out of 5. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do Jamaican. Yeah, that. All right. Yeah.
I always take the high road. You know, like.
Well, I wasn't talking about Well, I wasn't talking about customer service, because Jamaican customer service is not that good. Yeah, but I was just saying like, nah, but I was just saying, but I wasn't talking. I was just saying appetite, belly, palate. Just what hits the spot. So no ads. I'm saying like, look. So what I mean is, I'll go look. Just hear me out. I'll go get it for you. So that means that you ain't gotta worry about an attitude, none of that stuff. I'm gonna get it. You see?
I dig that there because we know what for real with I agree with you. I said I live in New York and I see so much bad attitudes.
Yeah, but I wasn't remember. Yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, we were not supposed to consider. Yeah, we were supposed to stay on top, like how we did some music. I'm sure Tyler got a horrible attitude, but some of her songs were like pretty good. So,
Song water and it never turned me on.
yeah, but what about that make me sweat? That make me sweat? You ain't like that? You ain't like that? Oh, nah. See, here you go adding too much in there, bro. You talking about too many plays. I'm saying when you heard it, was it fire or no?
Wasn't that fire?
All right. Bro, you keep dude, you going too far. Yeah, there was no comparison.
Seen
Yeah.
what song was because they played it over and over. But there's so many songs during my days they played over and
But
over.
yeah, but that wasn't. Yeah, but that wasn't. All right, see, you be going too far. All right, yeah, you doing too much. So Nelly is hot in here. Okay, you gotta slow down for a second. I'm talking. So Nelly, I'm hot in here. That was a fire song. They overplayed it. It been played out, but it still was a fire song. Okay, just because, right? So like the same thing with food, you throwing an attitude like, dude, we ain't even doing that. I'm just saying food, music, blah this, blah that.
You see every song over and
All
over.
right, but all right. Anyway, nah, I'm good. No, thank you. All right, so we got Truth. Truth. I can't even see your name.
Trail.
Freya.
How y'all doing?
How you doing, Truth Tell? What's going on?
You say Truth Tell. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I usually join late at night, Tariq Nasheed's rooms,
Yeah.
right? I'm there all the time.
Okay.
I know what is the difference between FBA and ADOS? Is it the same? And how do I know I'm FBA, Foundational Black American? Because I just think I'm from Africa.
All right, so let the brother answer that first, and I'll go behind him. Go ahead, brother. Yeah. You answer.
DOS is some type of political organization or whatever. I never heard all that old baloney.
American descendant of slaves.
FBA, well, yeah, true, but it's been, manipulated by politics. But FBA is just something in the heart, and you know you is. It's a lineage, and the movement is delineation. It's who you is. FBA. I'm a foundational. I can trace my people back to the 1800s, late 1700s. That's what an FBA is.
Like, I mean, here, like in America, though, right?
What it means is we was here before this country was
in America. That's what I was asking.
All right. So her next question was, how does she know she's FBA? Because she thinks she's African.
Well, she can think she's African because it's been a lot of propaganda. We've been psyoped. We've been robbed of our history. It depends on where are your parents from, where are your grandparents from.
They all here in America. South Carolina, Louisiana.
South Carolina and Louisiana. And might I ask, do you know about your great grandparents?
Yeah, my great grandmother and my great grandfather were still alive. The great grandmother on my mom's side actually lived with us, and my great grandfather on my dad's side was still alive here when I was born. My great great grandmother on my mom's side was here too. That my mom had a chance of spending time with, which was her great grandmother. So they
and they from the United States to America.
Yes.
Yes, and then might I ask you how old?
BT say just let me be African.
I asked a woman how her age is.
You said how old am I?
I said how old is your mother?
She's 73.
Wow, you're FBA.
How are you?
You're FBA.
Fifth grade.
You have been like me. I was born in 1968.
Yeah.
And from like kindergarten all the way to the 12th grade, they have always pumped in history. The black people come over here as slaves, and that's who we are. And that's a psyop thing. But my parents always told me, we ain't Africans, we ain't that. We Indians, we natives. My daddy was born in 1922, ma'am. And his father was born in 18, he was 20 years, 40 years older than my grandmother. So he was born in 1840 something.
All right, so sis, does that help? So does that help answer your question?
It's a lineage thing. It's a lineage thing. And trust me, you're not no African.
So let me ask y'all one more. Y'all some wise brothers up here. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. So now, I dibble and dabble. I love just learning. Because that's all this whole little span of life that we have should be a learning, consistently learning for most of us. I know some people just get stuck in their ways and they don't want to absorb any new information to figure out who they are.
Right.
What I was about to ask you, oh my God, what's the name of the group? Oh, when it comes to me, I'll let you know. But I know FBA News wanted to tell me something too.
Yeah.
So I figure out who I'm talking about, and I sit in their rooms too on Clubhouse. The brothers, man, from the Bible, Biblical Smoke.
Oh, the Hebrew Israelites?
Yes, but they don't believe they're not.
Well, no. Some of them do. Okay, so first of all, let me go back. So FBA stands for Foundational Black Americans. Now, when we say foundational, that's a specific definition. That means that your ancestors literally built the infrastructure of this country. They laid the railroad tracks down. Now, look, they are responsible for the economy that blew up so fast with the sugar, export, tobacco, cotton, and rice. So we literally built the economy of this country. The whole country benefited from the economy. So the economy we built the foundational economy, and then we actually laid the foundation. We cleared the swamps. It's called clearing the land, by the way. You could Google that. It's called. So we actually, there was a lot of swamps and a lot of forests in America, and we knocked all that stuff down and made it clear green acres and acres and acres. So much so that white people gave 270 million to white people instead of us. Right. Right. Hold on. Wait. Let me just knock it out. Okay. So I'm just trying to explain what foundational is, because people got their own little made up definitions, and I'm giving the accurate definition. So foundation is the action. That means you actually you built something here. You cleared the land, you drained the swamps, and you made access to green acres of land to grow crops, build build railroads, whatever. But we cleared the land. Right. No, but that's later. That's later. You had to clear the land first. You had to build a foundation first. So anyway, it's an action. And then black is your entire ethnogenesis in America. It starts from the 1500s all the way down to now, because your blackness is ever evolving. It didn't stop, right? Because we're getting better and better and better. So it's called Black excellence. And then your American is just your citizenship since like officially, nationally recognized since birth, since 14th Amendment birthright citizenship. So that's what a foundation Black American is. Now, let me hold on, brother. I just want to make sure that she's understanding, because I don't want to talk, and she don't know what we're talking about.
Understand? No, understanding.
Okay, cool. So that's what makes somebody foundation Black American. It starts with you have to have ancestors that were enslaved, because if they were not enslaved, then how did they build the foundation? Because the foundation was built off forced slavery work. So it wasn't voluntary work. So if you got paid or if you did it willingly, you're not foundational. Foundational is about enslaved forced labor.
I got you. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And if it's okay, if as long as I'm, being told, if I'm saying something wrong, let me know.
Okay.
Not only that it was you have to be a slave. We do include the freemen.
Okay, now wait, hold on. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. I got it. Listen. Wait, hold on. Wait. Hey, bro. Free. Now watch this. Now, if y'all don't know me, look at my name. I'm Unbiased Ron. I'm a historian. When you say free Black man, free from what?
Free from a slave.
Right. So you were an ex-slave. You were ex-slave.
Jersey. We're not going to even get into the abolitionists and prejudice because there was inventions.
No. Wait, no, but inventions came later. No, I got it, bro. I got it, but that's another. I got it. No, hold on, brother. That's a different chapter. Well, look, I don't care how you got here. I don't care if you always been here.
It was ethnogenesis.
Right. Right. So, like you said, you ain't saying nothing wrong. You said there was a small, tiny percentage, and it was from Africa that came over here. They came. Well, they only say 384,000. That's a small peanut compared to the 15 million. Yeah, but I'm saying about the people who came on slave ships. It's only 384,000. That's a small number compared to the 15 million that went to 12 million went to Brazil, and the other 3 million went to like the Caribbean. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, and there were people already here, dark people already here, before white people, and so yeah, that's just history. Breaking up, sir.
Did he cut out? Yeah, he did. I thought it was me.
No, I'm here. There were more blacks.
Yeah, you are breaking up.
Okay, I'm gonna drop for a minute, and I hope you're still alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while. I'll be here for a while. Yeah. So, but yeah.
It's a beautiful conversation.
Yeah, but he was right about inventions, but that came later. But our greatest invention was the foundation of this country, because without that, there's no America. And that's what we talk about when we say foundation Black America. There's no skyscrapers, there's no infrastructure, there's no railroads, there's no coal mines, there's no energy like we have now. The coal energy that went to nuclear energy. That doesn't happen without our 200 something years of free slave labor. And then our inventions help, catapult this country as well.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Did you have any more questions? Why not?
Because your hand could be up because there's so many people
that
wants to, get on the stage. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, I tried too, but
look at this room gets swole. Let me get up here and ask my little questions.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. When we say delineation, what does that mean to you?
What did you say?
When we say we're delineating, delineating. What that mean to you? When we say we are delineating.
Put it in a sentence and I'll tell you.
Okay, we are delineating from people from other nations that look like us. African immigrants. Okay, no, because it's actually paperwork. So when immigrants come over here, they check a box. They check a box, Black and African American. Now those are racial descriptions, right? So now, so this country, it only when it takes stats, it only take racialized stats. It don't take like ethnic groups like, hey, Black Americans here, Jamaicans over there, everybody just Black racially, right? So here's the problem: white people don't want to do right with the wrong they did to us. So what they'll do is they won't get us into Harvard. They won't admit us to Harvard, right? Oh, they won't get us this job. What they will do is hire a Black, right, was actually an immigrant, but they'll say Black, and then they'll say, look at the stats. See, the Black hirees went from 3% to 9%. So we're doing better for you Black Americans. So that was the gaslight. So then we realized, oh, these folks are just bringing over immigrants over here from yesterday and employing them and saying that they are us. So we're delineating from that. So we're demanding this aggregated stats. So that just means that whatever you're saying you're doing for us, we want to see it say Foundation Black Americans. So for example, my TikTok upload, if you check it out, I went to the dentist to get some tooth infection to get some antibiotics. They had a form, and the form it asked typically for my race, so I checked Black, and then it asked for my ethnic group, and the first option there was a Black descent. I mean African descent. It was African descent. So I just checked it because I just it's that's what normally you have there. But then there's something that said look down. I look down, and the last option says Native Black American descent. So yeah, so I clicked. Yep, I took a picture and I uploaded to my TikTok, and people like made that go viral a little bit. Yeah, it's on the form, Native Black American descent.
Yeah, I love to see that. Yeah, I wish we had forms like that in Louisiana. We way behind here.
Oh, it's coming. It's because that's how African American got started. They got started on forms. I believe started up north, like what I'm doing, New York, New Jersey. Yep, Jesse Jackson. And it started on forms first in New Jersey, New York, and then it picked up, Then people got it slow. It took a little while for it to get it around nationally, but it got around. And the same thing's going to happen with this Native Black American descent term.
I can't wait to see that on a form down here, digitally or on paper. I don't care. I want to see it.
Yeah, it's coming because I think, well, it's clear that people are paying attention to what we're doing for delineation. Like it's reaching the right ears, and people see it. We're not backing off. Like we're like 10 years straight saying, "Hey, we're delineating. We're doing like we ain't back off yet." It's been 10 years. Now, let me explain ADOS from FBA.
Yes, thank you.
Same thing. So ADOS means American descendant of slavery. Are you American?
Yep.
Are you a descendant of slavery?
I know I am.
Yeah, ADOS. Foundational, we already broke that down. So you're both. It's the same thing. Now, ADOS, outside of ADOS, there's an organization, right? Just like me, you could start an organization and be FBA, but that don't mean it's the FBA organization, right? So you could, okay. So they did an ADOS organization that's separate, and that's political, but that's not a mandatory requirement for people who they represent. So they represent the entire lineage, same lineage Tariq Nasheed talk about. Everybody's saying the same lineage. They just got a different acronym. That's all. Same lineage, different acronym.
I sure do appreciate you today. So glad I came and put that little hand up because I never jump and ask questions on nobody platform.
Yeah. So now what you want to do is follow, because we have a lot of like haters that come on here, and
I did.
And what they do is this morning went crazy. I'm live every 5 a.m. to about 6:30 in the morning, weekdays, and then okay. Oh yeah, then you heard them. Then you heard them try me, and every last one of them. Yeah, every last one of them couldn't get nowhere, because I do this history thing, like for real. So they can try and then I do grammar, I do linguistics, so it's like nowhere to run. Yep.
Shout out to intelligence.
Yeah. I'm trying to represent Black excellence, like the real way. So
I appreciate you.
Yep.
I'm gently mute my mic and return to the amazing chat.
Okay. All right.
But thank you so much, and I will be here. I will be supporting.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this Tariq Nasheed video, and I want to give some commentary behind it. So give me a second. Chat, give me a second, chat. And that's the epitome of landing your plane. You see how concise, to the point, clear, ask questions. Did you get it? I ain't just babble and hope she got it. No, I like to make sure you're following. I don't want to speak over people. I want to speak to people, not over them. I want to speak to people, not over them. Like, well, by the way, I'm the only person on these net waves that actually get paid for teaching. So I think that works in my favor. All right. Yeah, so I teach real, with real life, my own LLC. All right. Let's see. Let me get this video. And I teach little kids from ages 5 to like high school, like freshman. So I know how to communicate really well with people. Okay. So let me do this. Okay. Okay, let me switch my phone and play this video. Nah, matter of fact, I'm gonna let Blanco go in. Well, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Blanco. You go in while I before I play the video. Yeah, I took you. Yeah, are you playing something in the back? Yeah, that's definitely you. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna need you to go in for a little bit. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, whatever you want to talk about.
Nobody wanted to be black. No Africans, nothing. I have that same issue. Like, when people always think they want to be black and they try to cosplay. I don't like that because I see these same people like, be like the black person in America. Don't be like this. And I get what I hate about it is like, I don't hate nothing. But what makes me really irks me is like, I be here in New York. And everywhere I go, tell the central. And that's with blacks, Caribbeans, all kind of people. And the thing I get on corners when people try to cosplay us so much, it's sickening.
Right.
I be around people, the readers, and they get around me and they think it's cool. They come around me, because I'm really respected in New York, where I go. And they like to use to drop the N-bomb. And I tell them in a minute, I shut that stuff down. And he goes, say, hey, yo, you have to keep using that there word and everything. I tell them, I can bring it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. And I'm not your that, I'm not none of that.
Right.
And it's to a point where people is too comfortable with feelings of Black America.
Right.
See, this is the thing, and this is the thing that I really, really like about FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. This is the closest we've ever come to slapping the crap out of our government and telling them to get that money so our reparations, our crime bills against Black people by delineating. Because all of these suckers always come and try to be us, when it's time to be us, they think that
Right. Yeah.
They don't hang with us. And we always hang with them. Specifically to everybody around the scene. Against us. And we want to sit like we want the Caribbeans, Africans, and all that to come over here and the melted pot. And they did it. And now it's backfiring on the government. Now we're falling back. Y'all spending all this money, giving all these people our money. These ain't our people. We black. They're not. They're just melanated.
Right.
This is what's needed to be. This anyone here in America that's a foundational Black American refuse to be let people call you an African American. Refuse that. Like that one lady, she didn't know. But that's what our government did. They took over the Board of Education, and we should abolish them, get rid of it. Because that's the thing that put that Black people slaves from the kindergarten all the way to the 12th grade. That's history. Come on, that's science. You're not teaching nothing history of the world. You want to really learn the history of the world? What would you say? Read the Bible. trying to push religion. I ain't trying to do that because I know the Bible's been rewritten and all that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me, do you believe the Bible? Because I tell them absolutely not. I believe God is real because I know the Bible's been rewritten. When I read my Bible, it just keeps me grounded. The stories are real. These people have lived on this earth. So now how you whip it up, and if you misleading children, that's on other people. I'm not trying to promote no religion. Because you ask me, all religions are ran by for himself. But I know one thing, FBA put swag on every religion. We make it moral like it's supposed to be.
That's a fact.
You know, I would never knock Muslims because I know one time in history, the Muslims, we had more black people than any Christian did here in this country. You know, they helped black people, black men get off of drugs and everything like that. This is Christian society did, and I was raised a Christian. So it just lets me know there's a lot of lying going on with these religions. Nobody is doing real God's work. Except, you know, when the FBA gets religion, they put swag on it. But they can also put the swag on the wrong way too, you know. So I'm not trying to promote no religions or nothing because God is in your heart. If you take 2 steps, you take a step toward God, He gonna take 2 steps and show you himself. If you really believe. That's got to do with faith. And I'm not no preacher, and I can't hold that. I can't hold that weight because I goes off. I ain't gonna say I get angry, but I tell people like it is in a place that it's not nice. Because sometimes when you talk to people, it's how you deliver to them. Because you can tell them their faults in a nice way, and you can tell them their faults in a wrong way, and you get different results. You know what I mean? So I don't want black people to be discouraged. This is the closest we come to slapping the crap out of our government and get that monies up. Stop giving our monies away to tethers and foreigners and everything is riding our civil rights backs, our rights backs to get in this country and get our monies. It's time we delineate and we delineate harder and harder. We make this a lifestyle and bring the monies back to us and build our own communities and peace. We built this country. This is our land. We ain't never flee. We ain't never running. To even get a one world order, it has to come through us. America has to be, United States of America has to be destroyed. They have to destroy the foundation of Black America. But it's that, unfortunately, it's written it is supposed to happen, but I don't know. I think this is a strong movement of delineation. And FBA's hold on to your ancestor spirits. Believe, know that this is yours. Don't let no tether tell you where you're from. Don't let nobody tell you your history. Believe what your grandmother told you. Believe what your great grandparents told you. We ain't Africans. We ain't none of that. You know, Black Americans. And that's how this country was built. Black and white. The whites used to fight each other, the British, the Spaniards, the French. But then they all got together, got on one point, said, well, we all just hate the black man. And we just kick his butt, you know? And that's just how they roll. They all against us. Everybody's against us. Everybody. They want everything we got. Every invention we made. Everything we do. You know? We were doctors and everything before anybody here in this here state or any tether or any immigrant. We were doctors and scientists and the first surgeons and you know, we did it all. And then they're gonna tell us we lazy. No, we tired because all immigrants and tethers here that's the wages of we supposed to be getting top dollar. It's supposed to be this whole country supposed to look like Dubai. If the FBAs would been able to do our thing, get our thing, and leave these and stop trying to throw everybody in our community and throw every piece of noise in our community and touch us on everything. We just been running dummies for this here government, and it's time for them to pay.
All right, so we got a FBA, we got FBA what's his name? Jay?
That's right.
What's going on, brother? Yeah, we hear you well.
Stream showing the brothers some love. I love some good FBA talk.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. Yes, sir.
So give us some love, give us some hearts, give us some gifts, showing some love.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, we out here preaching the good word, man.
we should stop the government and get our reparations to get that crime bill so these people can stop harming us.
Oh yeah.
Like my thing, but I've been going hard on these folks for about 5 years straight over there on YouTube, giving them the beats. Over there on Facebook, giving them beats all the time. So I have to check you out.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. They know about J Live.
They live us.
I do. Fireman. Yeah. So that's why I'm tapping in all FBA spaces.
Yes, sir. Like you should.
Today is untethered.
Oh, you on Facebook doing work? Nah, I said Facebook because like Facebook. I never went crazy on Facebook. I tried a few times. I didn't get no motion. I just stopped. What's that?
The devil.
How you do that?
You go on my Facebook and check it out.
All right, J Live. All right, I'm gonna check you out.
Look, I did all of Nolan's fake friends, the DA, the coroner, I'm Brandon.
All right. Oh, you got skill. All right, you want some skillful stuff.
Them joints them blew me up.
Yeah, well, shit. I can imagine.
Tell my people this. Play off their racism, man. I remember I used to do Facebook back in like 2010. I had so many because I was meeting, people from school and everything. It was like the hot thing. I'm meeting up with people I ain't seen in years. Yeah. I had like about 5,000-6,000 people. And then Facebook started taking a weird turn. Started talking about like they was censoring stuff. And then they started saying, I need to give my real name, saying my name out there, A. Cigarillo. I'm A. Cigarillo. Yeah. I had my name, A. Cigarillo, so you need your real name or you getting thrown off. I was like, how? I was like, right then and there, I was like, hey, you sound like get rid of you.
Yeah, you funny.
And I got to give a long time ago, somebody had told me this little thing about how to go in your thing and block all the moderators. And I did that like so long ago. I ain't never had to change my name. My name is still my nickname. I ain't never been blocked. I ain't never been like in jail or nothing like that. But I don't feel like you have to have no. If you got a nickname, this stuff is the internet. To me, the only thing real about the internet is knowledge. Right. Because the show ain't nothing physical, right? Because I be doing all the tough talkers and stuff.
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody jumping up getting physical on the internet. That's some goofy stuff, but I do know that the internet, along with just the internet itself, is solid knowledge. And then with these social spaces, it's good to be able to talk to like right now with this delineation movement of FBA's been doing.
Yeah.
Listen, we are a hot topic. Everybody in the world want to know what the Black American is doing.
Fact.
The foundation is doing.
Fact.
Everybody. That's funny. I be like, damn, why? I thought we was lazy and nobody's dummies and baby mamas and thugs and jail bunnies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's funny? Hey, look, I just grabbed the video. I just grabbed the video with an African saying what it was, man. They don't get the tether off the foundation that we built. They don't like that.
Right.
I say,
They don't like that. And then even if let's just say we were all that, we are all that. You understand what I mean? Get off our job. You know what I'm saying? But you know, even if it is all the bad things they say, I see worse with them.
Oh yeah.
You see what I mean? So I mean, like, come on. Why push it? Then it lets me know that a lot of y'all done come over here in the off space and then mingled in our communities and turned, you know, right through in some sport. You know what I mean?
if they don't be in these spaces, kick back, listen, and take it.
No, I mean,
Yeah. Right.
crimes. But see, I can go there if you want to
They
really
do
go there.
what you talking about, man. They do all the crime. We just
Yeah.
Up on in the beginning. But they were too murderous to get dirty, and the monkeys got them up off the street. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but well, let me ask you this: do you know what percentage they played in that whole crack epidemic?
So just 100%, just like
It wasn't that. You had the CIA and the contraband. I'm saying, but like, do you know the official like percentage that they played on that crack epidemic?
I say 100% because we
It's not. No. Yeah, no, that's not accurate. I'm saying, okay, nah. All right, listen. Wait. Slow down. I asked a question, you took it somewhere else. I'm saying, like, I'm a real educator. So when I talk, people, all right, yeah, because I'm responsible for the youth. So when I say something, the youth, hold on. All right, I got you. That's what I'm saying to you. Yeah, you must don't talk to youth. Youth got smartphones. When you say something, they go, okay. I got it, bro. I got it.
sample.
God damn. I hear you. Relax, man. God damn. Let me say get a word in. All right. I gotta put a sock in your mouth. Okay. So what I'm saying is the point for talking, I think, is to educate the masses. The masses want receipts. Okay, because if you don't have receipts, then you just tethering, you just babbling. Okay. So what I'm saying is when you say something, people should be able to verify it. Like go to their smartphone, boop, and that's how you get your credibility up. People are like, oh yo, that guy's thorough. Everything he says, he like unbiased Ron. Everything he says, I Google it, it's right there. Okay. So they were not 100%. Right? I don't know why you even said that. But yeah, but you got to look up Gary Webb, Dark Alliance. You know, he talks about the CIA and their involvement. You know, but this was going on for like 20 years. Like, cause I bought his book, Dark Alliance. Anyway, they played a significant role. They played about 50%, and that's still large because we're talking about a small, violent group of people who just came here yesterday from Jamaica, and they were able to be 50-50 joint ventures in a crack epidemic. So 50% is massive.
It's massive, man. It made a big impact. It made just a big impact. But let me get you on this here. This is a fact, and I'm not, trying to say this is against the white supremacists with those who set us up for these bad things and brought tethers in our community to do things. And they use criminals for it. Let's just be honest. They use people. They people sell each other out. But they call it farmers and people like that. But if we fast forward to the day and required our own Congress and Senate to take a drug test, we really have a gun. Made all tests positive for every week.
We know when they get down. That ain't even a question.
This is some like this is some like stuff type stuff.
Hey, I just did a story yesterday on the two Penn State frat
Oh
house.
yeah, you heard about that? Yeah, it's a whole bunch of them, bro. Yeah, did you hear about their dad? Wait. Hey, Block, hold on, Block. We're talking about something specific. All right. So I want to add to that story, unless you know that story too. Yeah, do you know that they arrested the dad? The dad was like the manager of the whole business. So somebody, yeah, one of their dads. All right, go ahead.
This conference thing, right? They tried to distance the school away
Of course. Of course.
from campus.
Yeah, all right. Stop it.
Kidding me?
Stop it.
Stop. Hey, well, look, hey, I'm about to go live.
All the clients are on campus, but they're gonna go away. Yeah, so Black Lava, what's your name? J Lava. So J Lava.
Here too.
Yeah, now I'll definitely I follow everybody back. Yeah, so J Lava about to get started. Yeah, if y'all want to see what he about, check him out.
That's why I'm on your live.
All right, okay.
I'm already following you. That's why I'm on your live.
All right, so Blanca, go in and let Red Dot come in after you.
Go ahead, Red Dot. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So what's the topic?
It's open topic.
Just chopping it up on some FBA, man. I mean, like I said, I've been here before. I spoke to those before.
Yeah.
I said I was Caribbean.
Okay.
With the FBA light and course.
Okay.
That's right, man. Jay, look, just because you of that diaspora don't make you a tether. A tether is an action word, fam. A tether is the things that you do. We know we got riders all around. So, hey, big up to you, bro. Yeah, I consider myself a rider, definitely. Yeah. I see how immigrants acted, because it's like almost like they delineated first, and you know what I'm saying? And it's reactionary. Yeah, we just reacted. Right. That's it. And they can't handle it, Yeah. They're gonna have to get out and lay down though, fam. That's it. They're gonna have to get out
Oh
and
my
lay down.
God.
What's up, fam? But we need you to check your people. So we ain't gotta check.
Right.
Every day, all day. But I'm just one person. I'm just one person.
No, but this is what you can do. This is what you can do because like there's an African brother. I'm not sure that y'all aware of, but he goes in like he's about Ryder. He got a whole YouTube channel. You dig? Cooking his fellow and other. You know what I mean? Like he does a great job, man. Great job.
Yeah, I say get active.
Yeah. Get your space. You dig and do the same thing. You know what I mean? To go on, TikTok or YouTube. Yeah, we'll support YouTube, TikTok, and like just be honest. Like you ain't gotta like be disrespectful or do the worst. Just be honest. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, exactly. And but people, people in general can't. But yeah, man, like that would be a great thing if you can do that because yeah because like you say, you're only one person, and it almost feel like you're the only person. Big. Yeah. Yes. So really, this is what I would recommend if you care. I would say when you talk to your family, like be more like a therapist, like a counselor. Like I would say, ask questions and get answers. Don't even like rebut. Just get the answers first, and then come back to them another week or whatever, and then go over their answers and see why those are the answers. See why they feel this way, and then again, like be more of a listener, and then address it that way. I wouldn't like rebut, because then they're gonna be defensive.
Yeah. I mean, they don't like most immigrants. They don't want to change their mind, right? If they change their mind, like they're like inferiors.
Yeah, but you got to remind them like that logic is the logic of a white supremacist. Like they feel the same way. You the N word in the 1930s, you the N word in 2026. Like they're not gonna change their mind either.
To a certain extent, you can't change their mind.
Well, look, you can't change somebody's mind because they want to believe something. So so people be having agendas. Like if you want to believe blacks are inferior, you're right. We ain't gonna change your mind because you want to believe it. You want to be you want to believe that lie.
It's like it becomes stressful.
Yeah.
Right. Like convince them. It's like you know what, you can believe whatever you want. I get you though, man. But every day I get up and fight this good fight on these lives, man. Live streams every day. I go live every day on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, Twitch, all that. At the same time, getting this message out. It's a tireless, thankless job, man. But you got to do it.
We'll actually get like headway. You're not trying to change their minds or anything, right?
I'm a disseminator of information, man. My audience is my people. I get hella white supremacists. I get hella everybody in my chat.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because I get no white tea supremacists, bro. So that's a good thing you're able to do that.
Well, I'm covering the Nolan Bell story too.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nonstop over there. Y'all come check me out, man. It's Keeping P. I got 3 channels on YouTube: Keeping P Podcast and J Lava, like my name. So
All right.
it's joints.
All right. Yes, sir. We appreciate you. I'm sure folks I'm sure folks, is interested in what you got going on. They'll check you out. But I want to say something to the you Jamaican brother? Oh, right. Which island?
That's what
I know, but I speak to like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Yeah. So now, no, we're not trying to change minds, my guy. Like I'm not in the business of changing minds. Like I'm what Jay Lava just said. I'm a disseminator of information. So I give people the correct information so they can make a logical decision, an educated decision. So that's what we do. We give the right information so you can make an educated decision, not any old chimp out decision, an educated decision where there's no excuse now. So now when you have certain actions and FBAs get on your ass, like you gotta just hold the L. And as you can see right now, we ain't caping for nobody. So if Donald Trump does something, let's say he does something completely unconstitutional. He said, listen, I'm kicking all Jamaicans out. I don't give a damn if it's unconstitutional. I'm doing it. We Black Americans are going to be very silent. The same way they're silent on us and chimping out and talking about us, yeah, if something like that happens, I'm like, do you? I don't see nothing. I'm going to turn up. I don't see nothing. That's my attitude. I don't see nothing.
That's because FBA is like a paradigm shift. Because it kind of destroys the whole structure in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that structure kind of affects everyone in the system, from the top to the bottom. And that's why they're like fighting against it so much because it destroys the structure of the system.
I don't believe that's the reason, but I'm listening.
Yeah, because this is why I said it destroys the structure of the system, because if like you said, if the white tea supremacists, right, I feel that they use the immigrants as a buffer or just as like a control against FBAs, right? So if they no longer can use them effectively, then it kind of limits the white tea supremacist power as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it kind of dismantles the whole system from top to bottom. You see my point?
Hey, brother, if you don't mind, can you repeat that one more time? Because I was getting my groceries in the car.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. I said that dismantles the system from top to bottom. And here's why I say that. Because the white tea supremacists, right, they use the immigrants as tools or buffers against FBA, right?
In what way?
So,
in what way? In what way?
Okay, they tell them that, okay, we'll give you certain benefits if you talk negatively against FBAs.
Okay. So wait. Slow down. Okay, let's do a point. Okay, that was a point. So like the way conversations work is you make a point, we address it. So that was a point.
Sure.
Okay. That sounds familiar. That sounds like the transatlantic slave trade, where the white people say, hey, I'll give you some benefits if you sell us 15 million Negroes.
Sure.
Okay. And then that sparked off the transatlantic slave trade. That reminds me of the Jamaican shower posse and the CIA doing a 50-50 deal with the crack epidemic. So to me, it comes off as business as usual between
Yes.
Africans and West Indians and white people and Haitians.
So this is why I said this master system. If they could no longer use the immigrants as effectively as they can anymore because of the FBA leaders, right? Now it kind of limits their power in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I said it kind of like fractures the system in a way. That's why everyone else wants to, fight against it. You know what I'm saying? Because of that kind of possibility of structuring.
So what should be our solution against that?
Doing what you do. But you just have to realize that, well, I'm not saying that it does kind of like I said, dismantles everything. So everyone is going to be against it. You know what I'm saying? Not just the immigrants, the white supremacists will be against it too.
Of course.
Because they can't use their tools effectively anymore. Their tools are weakened.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what? So now that the tool is weakened, when your tool no longer works, right, it becomes a weapon. So you just weaponize the tool and say, go out there and just crash out, go chimp out, go crazy.
Yeah, but now it's obvious, right? Before it was like more subtle, but now how obvious.
Hey, okay, what does that? I mean, no, I'm saying, but what does that matter? That.
Mr. Gray and
Oh yeah, no, Mr. Gray is a regular.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Gray. They're worker.
That's how you talking that. That's how you know you talking that talk, bro.
Yeah.
Because you start to get these people who be assigned to your chat. I got them too.
Yeah, Mr. Gray never calls in though. Mr. Gray never invites himself up.
They're not going to. Your job is to be seen in your chat by their handlers to make sure that they're doing their job and disrupting. That's their whole job.
Right. Now look to the Guyanese brother. Now, yeah, some immigrants, not all. Some immigrants, white supremacy, they come to them with some small little tangible little citizenship, little visa, extend your TPS, and some of them take the bait, right? And they chimp out and they work for white supremacy. Right. Not all of them. Not all of them. But some do get on board with white supremacy. Most immigrants don't give a like they mind their business, they work, they take care of their families, right? But they do have a significant amount of immigrants that do get on board team white supremacy. They catch them at the most vulnerable state in their country. That's why they come over as asylees, refugees, all types of evacuees. And then they get them over here and they say, hey, man, look, we got you. We need you to click the black African-American box. We need you to speak ill, gaslight, and stay away from them. Like, don't build no alliance at all. Like, cosplay as them, but don't be one of them. Don't be one with them. Right now. But then you have people who already felt like that in their homeland. Because in their homeland, they're looking at us and they just think we're just lucky melanated people living in America. They think we just lucky. And if it was them who've been chosen, like they think we just got chosen. And they think had they got chosen, they would have did the same thing, but they call us ungrateful. You out here marching for civil rights. You out here Black Lives Matter. Oh, y'all need to sit down. They gave you a whole country. They gave you rights. If that was us, man, we won't fight for nothing. We'll be appreciative. Like that's some of the attitude. They look at us. They look at us like we didn't build nothing and we're ungrateful. So, so right. So that brings us to where we are right now. So people would say, "Hey, man, there's only a certain amount of number of them. They can't move the needle. The hell they can't, because what happens is, look, the small hats aren't they smaller numbers? Don't they move a lot of needles? So see, so numbers ain't always it, man. Like numbers are so overrated. Um, it's about being in position to move the needles. So a lot of these agents, immigrant agents, they be put in positions to move needles, and they can move needles that no Hispanic can. They can move needles no Chinese person can because they look like us, and they can go out there with an FBA name, Bone Quisha Davis, and run for office, and then say no reparations in my city. Hell no. Yeah. No. Hello, infamous. No. Right. So that be the issue. And look, what we're doing is just saying, look how simple and non-violent we are. We're just saying, hey, when you do these stats, government, federal government, when you do these racial stats, can you put a separate category for just foundational Black Americans? So that got nothing. So we're not saying do harm to immigrants. We're not saying exclude immigrants. We're saying on top of your racialized stats, can you do a separate? No, not can you. We're demanding you do a separate category for foundational Black Americans. For example, they talk about the unemployment rate racially, right? Hey, do us a favor. Do a Black American, foundation Black American unemployment rate, divorce rate. Do a you know, red line rate. Whatever it is, we do a separate whatever you do racially, do a separate one for just foundation Black Americans. Because we want to track our real progress in this country or the lack thereof. So they're smothering our progress and they're smothering the growth of white supremacy on us by lumping in everybody else up as this Black stat. So, for example, if they're denying us admissions to Harvard University, right? So they're denying Foundation Black American who rightfully qualified, and they're denying the admissions, but they're admitting only Nigerians. It comes off as, hey, they're admitting Black people, right? So that's the play on words, but they're not admitting. So you see, like they can be discriminatory towards us, but not be towards Nigerians. So we're like, hey, yeah. So we're like, oh, no more of that finesse. We want to know how many foundational Black Americans were admitted to Harvard in the last 10 years, and it can be like zero, but like maybe 50, 100 Nigerians. Like, okay, look, so stop saying Black and trying to gaslight us to believe that we are being admitted, and that's across the board. When we talk about crime, violent crime, selling drugs, all that type of stuff. Black people did it. Black people did it. Okay, cool. What about now? We want to know our crime for Black Americans, foundation Black Americans. What are we doing so we can fix it? Because if the number is too high, then you're smothering how bad we're doing. And if the number is too low, then you're smothering how great we're doing. So we can never fix it. So now that has nothing to do with an immigrant. So when immigrants came in our faces, right? Why are you being divisive? We're like, yo, we're talking to our American government. We're saying delineate on paper. By the way, brother, I don't know if you know or not, but delineation, that's a paper action. That's not a physical, real action. Did you know that? No, no, no. See, you're thinking. Like that's because you don't know the origins of the movement. Do you? Do you know the origins of the movement? Huh? All right, right. Of course you don't. But yeah, none of y'all do, right? Because you're a historian. Why would you? You're a Guyanese. I'm Black American. I have a vested interest in my history and what's going on with my people. So yeah, you wouldn't know that the whole thing was about It was about closing the wealth gap. When our economist, Dr. Sandy Darity, along with a lawyer named Tone Talks, along with a political activist named Yvette Carnell, when they realized, and you could sprinkle Dr. Claude in there, when they realized that because they were trying to find out remedies, how can we help, how can we close the racial gap? They were trying to say, okay, more jobs, more of this, more college admissions, reduce this, reduce that, let people out of jail, reduce the crack to 100, the crack to cocaine, 100-to-1 ratio, amend that. And then it came to a point where their numbers didn't lie. They said, yo, this racial gap is so wide open. Nothing, no hard work can close this. Right? No hard work close. So now they said, okay, look, we need reparative justice. Okay? So then we were gaslit. They told us, well, too bad. You can't have that because we can't discriminate based on race. Okay? So this country cannot award or exclude benefits racially. So they can't give the Chinese race something, and well, they did anyway, but this was the argument. They cannot give Chinese racially something while excluding the whites, the black race, and whatever else race out there. They cannot do that. That's called a violation of the Constitutional rights, 1866 Civil Rights Act and the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause. That's illegal. That's unconstitutional. So we had to work out a way. We said, oh, but you owe us though. They said, yeah, we owe you, but we can't give you anything based on your race. So that's when we said, okay, we're going to make it about an ethnicity, bro. That's paper. You're only black. You in this country, you're only black African American on paper, bro. You're not black African American in society. Like once we know you're Guyanese, we'll never treat you like a black American. Can you agree? You agree with that? Okay. Okay. If black Americans found out, like let's say you got a Guyanese flag flying, we seen it. Will we ever treat you like a black American after that?
Probably not.
No, not probably. You're not. The fuck you mean? How can we? He said probably not. Yeah. Hey, bro, if you're not one of us, you're not one of us. It don't mean you're an enemy, but we're not going to act like you're a black American. When we say soul food and we talk the black talk, we're going to talk to you like an outsider. Like, hey, man, yo, we do this, we do that, but you won't be in that week.
I understand.
Okay. So it's paper. So we had to paper exclude you. Wait, no, wait. Let me drop this first, my guy. I can tell you're not listening. Okay, so right, so you can't ask a question during the breakdown. Okay, so we had to exclude you on paper. It wasn't a physical thing. It became physical because of disrespect y'all give us, and we like, yeah, the hell with all y'all. But originally it was just a paper exclusion because we're not you, you're not us. So we came up with a delineating term, my guy, on paper. ADOS. That was the first one. All right, then from ADOS, you had FBA. These are delineating terms on paper. Right. So it was about paperwork. It had nothing to do with real physical separation. Delineation is paperwork, not physical separation. When the indigenous people were reclassified as Negroes, that was paperwork. It's actually called paper genocide. Not a physical genocide. It's called paperwork genocide. So it's happening again. But in this sense, it's called paper ethnocide. Now, it's paperwork. But what's your question?
The question is, what do you feel about the two parties, Democrats and Republicans? What's your opinion on that?
Nothing. I have no opinion on that.
So you don't have like a preference for one or either, or the other.
I don't vote for either one of them. I haven't voted for them in 20 years.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, I understand a lot about them, but I don't have an opinion. Yeah, I know my politics. I know my wait. Just be clear. I know my politics. I just don't I don't have a comment either one. I think they both full of shit and they both are playing the game. That's all. But I don't have a real comment.
Let me ask you some additional question.
Yeah.
Why is it that the majority of FBAs
Party switch. I answered party switch. And then the 1960 party switch. I answered that question. Next one. Huh?
The party switch.
Right. The party switch. No. What happened with, okay, so why did we vote Democrat during the party switch? Tell me, talk to me. Hey, bro, that's 1935, my guy. The party switch is 1960. Like, you're 25 years too early.
Okay. I guess because the past, Democrats were settlers. Because during the past, it was the Democrats that were like the racist party.
Right. So why did we finally go Democrat after all of these years, after 100-something years? Why would we go Democrat or Republican? No, but why? There's a reason. We just switched for no reason.
Because, like you said, the Republicans is the racist party.
Yeah, but what did the Democrats do? What did they promise? For us to go? Okay. Yes, let me help you out. Well, not you. I'm going to educate you because you don't know it. Okay, so all right. Well, I'm gonna keep you forgetting about it. All right. Next question.
All right, here's the next question.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay, next question is there's a lot of policies that are damaging that the Democrats have. So why would FBA vote for them like 85 to 90?
Okay, give me a specific policy. Now look, now you just said some vague shit that okay. So now check this out, family is listening. He said some vague shit that gave implications. So he want me to infer some shit he didn't say. Hey, bro, say it again. But no, look, no, you were not specific. Say it again and be very specific. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, do that the first time, please. FBAs are not okay, my guy. Look, will you stop? Hey, bro, I'm Black American. You do know that, right? You know that, right? No. Hey, bro, listen, man. How about this? How about this? Yeah, all right, bro, get your tether ass off here. Hey, I keep trying to tell you, first of all, when he came on before with this tether shit. Um, Now he's a Republican. Okay, he's a tether Republican. That's what he is. He's a conservative. When you're as skilled as me with knowing who is who, his talking points are that of a Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, all those people, Larry Elder. He is what's that guy name? What's that tether? Chaotic Truth, Myron Gaines. His talking points is that 100%. He couldn't help himself. He is a tether Republican conservative. Dude said FBAs are pro-immigrant. Are you out your goddamn mind, bro? Like I said, like tethers, they cosplay as us so often that they think they're one of us. Hey, bro, Black Americans will never ever talk to you like they talk to me. Foundational, I don't give a damn how many friends you got. A foundational Black American will never talk to you and disclose certain things that they would disclose to me. That's why I say, man, you know we're I'm foundational, right? I got West Indian friends, but I don't have the conversations I had with them with FBAs. That's why I said, like, you do know, like, Black American, like, we hold our tongue. We talked about that yesterday with Havoc. I think it was Havoc and the critic and other people. We said, when we're talking FBA business, if an outsider come, we will immediately switch the subject to LeBron James going to the 76ers. We don't be la, 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 you listening right there, ear dropping. Yeah, I keep telling these testers, like, I don't care how many FBA friends you got, my guy. Once we know you're not FBA, we still rock with you, but certain conversations you'll never be privy to. Just like I got Hispanic friends. All right? Got Hispanic friends. I got Dominican friends. I got Puerto Rican friends. I got friends from Central, South America. And guess what? Certain topics I will never be privy to. It's understandable. I get it. Not mad. But like you become a comfortable tether when you really believe like we just spill it all to you. Like you out your mind. The average Black American is actually anti. I ain't gonna say it. TikTok shop is going wild. Listen, we're not a favor of that. Okay. We are against that. I always tell my Democrat family, I say, yo, all your talking points are basically conservative as far as a lot of things. Like as far as um you could say as far as immigration, you could say as far as money, allocating resources towards immigrants. Like I'm gonna say 100%. Our immigration talking points. I don't care if you're just as Democratic as you can be. The average FBA has an issue with our monies being allocated to immigrants. You can believe them when they lie in your face, but I'm telling you, the pillow talk. They have an issue. They have an issue with our cities being gentrified by immigrants. They have a real issue. Their whole life they lived here. Their neighbors lived there. So many neighbors, they're all gone. There's a bunch of Hispanics there now. You think they're like, yay, Hispanics, yay, congratulations. No, they're hot. The school changed from black demographic to 100% Hispanic, 100% Seminoles, Indian. Folks ain't pat you good. Congratulations, you did it. Folks are upset. They mad. Okay, and that's why Democrats start to sit on the couch. You had the Roland Martins sound like us now. Like people are starting to say, all right, look, y'all doing too much. I got to sit out this one. Or some actually went and voted for Donald Trump twice, or at least once. Yeah, people are actually starting to backpedal and say, you know what, let me look at this one more time. So like their conservative thoughts, they're starting to, yield. They're starting to embrace them. They're starting to give in. I had hella talks with. That's all we do in the barbershop. Like, yeah, y'all don't do that in y'all barbershops. I get my hair cut by, some Jamaicans. Y'all don't be talking no political stuff in there. No real political talks. Y'all might be, Donald Trump. That's what y'all do. We talk the real FBAs. We talk about the real in there. We don't, because y'all gotta understand y'all immigrants. Y'all all gonna be anti-Trump. We're not immigrants. So some FBAs don't like them, and some do. Or some don't mind them, some do. So in our settings, bro, you get a real genuine conversation. Whether Trump is the president or not, we're not negatively infected at all. If you think so, invite yourself up and tell me how Black Americans, found these Black Americans, the two terms Donald Trump served, how were we negatively impacted? Anybody that believes Donald Trump was bad for foundational Black Americans, please invite yourself up and tell me how Black Americans were negatively impacted. Now, when I go, because I get to talk about Democrat Bill Clinton. So we're going to compare how Black Americans were negatively impacted. I'm going to talk about some things, some laws that Bill Clinton passed. Tell me the laws that Trump passed, and we'll see which one had more negative impact on Black Americans. You see how that works? Now, immigrants of all, especially dark melanated immigrants, they believe that they are negatively being impacted by Trump policies because he's physically removing them out the country. So we understand. Good. The argument Trump had. Find me one. Okay. All you're gonna do is find a cosplayer. That position Trump has, that is a high degree of reverence for our ancestors who fought in the Civil War and who was forced to do slave work, who stayed in this country and got their birthright citizenship. So that shout out, like, yo, this is just for Foundation Black America. That's a shout out. That's putting all y'all tethers on notice because you guys act like this country was just given to us. You know, we're just lucky. So Trump, it took Donald Trump to remind the white supremacists and you tethers how bad we are in a good way, not the literal definition, the Black American definition of bad. Michael Jackson definition of bad. You dig? LL Cool J definition of bad. Oh, I'm bad. That's who we are. That's who we. That's who we are. Bad man, Majama, bad. You dig? Yeah. So yeah, and like, and we're not gonna talk about it. And for the FBAs that find favor with Trump, do you think we're gonna talk about that in front of an immigrant, especially a melanated immigrant, knowing how emotional you're gonna get? So the FBA is gonna hold their opinion. Guyanese guy, like he's not. They're not gonna tell you how to feel about Trump in front of you if they value your friendship or your business. Like they're gonna keep it to themselves. Like, all right, nah, because he's gonna chimp out. I ain't gonna say it. He's gonna chimp all the way out. Yeah. Why do 95% of Black Americans vote for immigration? We get that stat from you, disgusting, musty tether. Or I'm a rider. Rider what? You gonna ride your way to hell, lying like that? Yeah, listen. If you are not of our lineage, you don't crown yourself a rider. We crown you a rider, and we the same people who crown you a tether. It ain't up to you. It's up to us. It's up to us whether you are a rider or a tether or just neutral. Sometimes you ain't either. So like the average Haitian, Jamaican, African minding their business, just working, not in our spaces, don't care to link up with us. Yeah, you ain't you just minding your business. You ain't a rider or a tether. You just out there doing you. You dig? Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy a phone, right? Then I got in the line. Shit. All right, I'm gonna still buy a phone right now. These damn bums right here gonna be begging for money. So I walk around them. Yeah, they gonna see me. Dang. Uh, I might go to this other store. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this other store. These damn African bums out here, and I don't feel like being bothered. They deep as hell too. Yeah, brethren, you got a dollar. Mama clock, you got a dollar. I went to school with them. I'm not in the mood. I'm like, man, hell to the no. All right, so let me play a little Tariq. Well, I'll tell her get this phone. Shit, I can't even get the phone. Dang, it's over. It's over. It's over. Don't worry about it. It's over. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Hey, yo, these tethers on these motorcycles, these little goofy motorcycles. Yo, family, hey, tethers, you guys are Rough Rider years late. Nobody can. It's not impressive no more to get on your dirt bike, do a wheelie, all these stunts in the middle of traffic. We don't even look. Like people are numb to that, man. Like tethers are always light years behind. Yo, we're not. That's corny now, bro. Nobody see that as, oh wow, look. Kids don't even look. You guys watered that. It's played as corny. Just drive your motorcycle regular. Drive your dirt bike regular. That's so corny, man. It's so played out. And Newark is filled with damn tethers. Hello, hello.
So, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's that beeping?
Hold on.
That's an ankle monitor? Oh, okay. Nah. You took it off? Nah. Nah, I'm messing with you. What's up?
Just want to say I've been following you for a while. Like, you definitely put me on game.
All right.
Yeah, I really didn't mean to request that, but I can
Okay.
go back down. I was trying to like the live.
All right. So you want to say anything real quick? Any shout outs before you drop back down? Anything?
Shout you out, man. Just keep doing your thing,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That's Alex.
Yeah, they got a lot of FBAs around here.
Oh yeah.
Friends.
Right.
Maybe the budget, man. You can finish playing your video.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna play this video. Yes, sir. I'm gonna play this video with Tariq struggling with the word black. Right. He,
Definitely kills me with that, yo.
bruh. His talking point is complete. And I be trying to get on his live, but like sister said, it'd be so many tethers desperate to talk to. You know, it was ironic. Tethers say all this horrible stuff thing about Tariq, but I gotta wait in line behind 50 of them to talk to Tariq.
Man, that's wild, man. We can't even talk to
Yeah, yeah, right. You can't make this up, right? They claim they don't. Like, that's why I said he's not a leader, except for Ted. They made him their leader. Yeah, yeah. Tariq's a leader. Yeah, they love that man, yo. Right. Yeah.
just doing our own thing, holding it down for the lady.
Right. A leader. Right. Okay. Yeah, and I say the code's leader and the code is what we make it. Right. So we're like 50 million individual leaders. All of us. And that's why they're trying to make Tariq the leader. They try, no, we need one leader. We don't need 50 million. We need one. Nah, but look, and guess what? They won't do it. And if they got lucky and did it, guess what? It'd be 49,999 liters left.
And I appreciate you letting me up, man. I'm gonna drop that.
All right, yes, sir. All right, thank you, bro. Yes, sir. So let me play this video of Tariq. Uh, like it seems like he wakes up. So like he try to argue black, but he doesn't. And then the tether get like some momentum on him. And then he wakes up and he does better in the late round. But it's like, dude, like you lost the first 3-4 rounds because you kept letting that dude say he's black and he's using it against you. Oh my God, I can't stand these goddamn Mexicans, man. Can't even take a damn left. Like, yo, they turn on the same street. God damn. Every last one who's making a left, everybody who makes a left here is a goddamn undoxed person. Everybody. This is the undoxed left. Ain't nobody foundational here. This is a non-foundational left turn. Every car, undoxed. And I gotta make a left, so they all blocking me. Y'all know how that go. It's like, if you kept straight, I could come out. You dig? The non-FBA left turn. All right. Let me play this video real fast for y'all. Back into the same shady. Used to be my homeboy lady. Ain't none of these. What the fuck can you get none of these at ease? And I run the dog pound, feel the breeze. You know I be rolling. Lay back. On my money and my money. Hey, what's going on, family?
Stephen A. was given the Thumbs Down Award at the National Association of Black Journalists.
Hello. All right. If you didn't mean to come up, I'm gonna drop you down. Shoot, I ain't may click that. Okay, so when you're ready, invite yourself back up. All right, let me drop this food in the house real fast. I'm gonna play a Tariq video, then right back at y'all. So let me go ahead and yeah, just gonna play a few minutes of them, so it won't be a dry, so y'all won't be totally quiet. Okay. Yo, this heat is ridiculous, yo. So I think it was this one. It was this one.
This is my question, sir. The people.
It's already interesting. Oh, it is already interesting. It's must-see TV. It's good stuff already. For those who don't know, Tupac was murdered 30 years ago. It's 30 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. And they've known who was involved with it. It was Keefe D. They know that he was involved in it. Allegedly. Let me just say allegedly, just for legal purposes. And Keefe had made some kind of deal with them people. He made a deal where he can tell certain information and he would get immunity. The problem was Keefe thought he was invincible and just started writing books and doing interviews and just talking a little bit too damn much. So they said, well, you done talk yourself out of that immunity deal. You done talk yourself out of it. So now it's up. So he got himself caught up. Many people said he should have did a big Meech. You get out of jail or whatever, you get out of a situation and just keep your mouth shut, like Big Meech. Big Meech ain't going around doing a bunch of interviews. And he already did his time. He did his time. He's not going around doing a bunch of interviews. But this is 30 years later. How old is Keefe D now? Is he 60 or 60 something? How old is Keefe D? Because again, this is 30 years later. So Keefe, if we're going to be real, I mean, this is kind of bittersweet with this trial. Keefe has lived all of his young formative years. He lived his life out, basically. That man got to live all of his young formative years out. You get a trial, you're hitting, you're damn near a senior citizen now. And now you get hit with these charges. I mean, low key, he kind of won low key, if we want to look at it from that perspective. But I want to talk about some of the revelations that was coming out. What was very interesting, a lot of people are talking about Mob James. I know Reggie Wright, he testified, and Reggie Wright was the head of security at Death Row at the time. And Mob James, he was like one of the street enforcers at Death Row at the time. And Mob James, he was testifying, and basically, Mob James wasn't gonna really snitch. And Mob James let it be known that, hey, I'm here as a hostile witness. Treat me like a hostile witness, because the attorney kept asking him stuff and they were kind of clashing a little bit. So Mob James, he's not trying to snitch. And Mob James, and he explicitly said, hey, look, I ain't trying to send this man to prison. I mean, that's your job. Said something to that effect. And a lot of people have mixed views on that. A lot of people have mixed views. They were like, okay, why is he trying to protect somebody who was his mortal enemy on the streets and unalived the biggest artist on the label at the time. And some people are saying, yes, they understand that he's still abiding by a certain street code. Now, what do y'all think? Let me ask y'all real quick. We'll take a survey. Do y'all think that Mob James is low-key protecting Keefe, or is he just maintaining an old school street code? Do y'all think the old school street code is outdated? What do y'all think about it? Somebody said F the streets. Okay. All right. We have somebody who says F the streets. Okay. Somebody said that's called minding your business. Urban legend, you say Mob James dry snitched? How so? From what I've heard, I haven't heard any dry snitching in there. He's sticking to the code. He's maintaining a code. If he's still in the street, okay, he's on code, minding his business. That's kind of, you know what, that's where I'm leaning with it. I'm leaning, listen, I get where Mob James is coming from. I get it. I understand something. Him not snitching I don't think it's him protecting Keefe D. It's Mob James refusing to become an agent of the state. See, this is what a lot of outsiders who ain't rocked in the streets like that, they don't understand. Some people will say, look at Mob James and say, okay, Keefe D is your enemy. Why wouldn't you help put your enemy in prison? But that mentality, that old school street logic, that separates defeating your enemy yourself from turning your enemy over to outside authority to defeat him for you. You know what I'm saying? Those are two different things. So the mentality is really, look, our conflict belongs to us. The police department is not my gang. The prosecutor is not my homie. The district attorney that he didn't bleed with me, none of that stuff. So when the government comes along and they say, hey, help us get this guy, the street dude is thinking, okay, us, what's all, we ain't a team. You've been against me all my life. So yeah, we're not no team. So the fact that Keefe D might be his enemy, that doesn't automatically make the state your ally. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the mindset. That makes sense? Also, to be honest, and I understand where James is coming from, there's no real transaction for Mob James. Why would he spend his reputation and his code of conduct for the government? Understand, Mob James, he literally has no reason or incentive to snitch on this man. If we come on, what incentive do he have? He don't have no incentive. He's not trying to beat a case. He's not on trial. He don't have no cases. He's not facing some kind of massive sentence where he needs to trade information for freedom. He said, hey, I'm only here because y'all subpoenaed me. I cursed everybody out. I don't really want to be here. So yeah, I'm here only here because y'all subpoenaed me. I wouldn't be here for no other reason. Yeah, he said, hey, if I didn't come, y'all would have had me in contempt of court. So the thing is, a lot of cooperation in criminal cases, it's transactional. You get reduced charges, less prison time, protection, there's a benefit. If you're already free, you're already living your life, you're removed from that old world. So it's like, what do I get out of helping you build your prosecution? It's a loss for me to tell on this dude for you because I'm gonna ruin my reputation. So yeah, I'm cool. So I get where he's coming from as far as that. I get where he's coming from like that. And also, some people feel like the court is trying to reopen a war that the streets already lived through 30 years ago. See, the legal system sees this as an unrelated or unresolved homicide. But the men who lived through that period, they see an era that has already come and gone. People died. I know Mob James' brother, Buntree was unalive. Just so many people around them. There was a major war in Compton after the Tupac murder. So a lot of people got unalived, and there was just a lot of beefs that really just kind of simmered down not too damn long ago in the streets. So a lot of folks don't really want to open that part of it up. You see? So the mentality of a person like Mob James is like, that whole period resolved itself a long time ago. So the legal closure and the street closure, that's not necessarily the same thing, you see. But a subpoena, that can command your presence, that don't command your allegiance. Yeah, the state, they have institutional power. The judge has authority. The prosecutor, they have subpoenas. The government can force a witness to appear and require truthful testimony under the law, but they can't make that witness get emotionally invested in the prosecution. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, hey, you trying to send this dude to prison? Not me. He's saying, hey, don't transfer ownership of your prosecution onto me. You brought the charges. You built. I know. Late as hell. Late as a.
Get to it.
Justin,
You hear me?
I can hear you, man. What's happening?
Oh shit, I was just messing around with the phone and then here I am.
Okay, you didn't mean to get on. It's all right. Thank you, brother. Okay, he's in there eating some barbecue and shit. What's that? Hold on, user, hop on in here, user, somebody. User, hop on in here. Me, say ain't nothing wrong with cola and peanuts. Well, that's old school. That's country, old school shit right there. Yeah. All right, y'all, get your hands up so I can get y'all.
All skin folk and kin folks.
Okay.
For sure. So I'm trying to see who is trying to infiltrate or let me say put themselves in the same shoes as the Aboriginal American people. So you can't say black because it's a lot of people that go off. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black.
Okay. So you heard that? So some backdoor Arawak tether just told Tariq Nasheed he can't say black because a lot of people can claim black. Now y'all know had that argument was over here, I would have crushed him. Okay, so he told Tariq Nasheed, we can't claim black because many people say they're black. I'm like, no, they don't.
All skin folk and kin folks.
Okay.
Listen.
For sure. So I'm trying to see who is trying to infiltrate or let me say put themselves in the same shoes as the Aboriginal American people. So you can't say black because it's a lot of people that go off. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black.
So now I would have said, bro, people can say what they say. They can say what they want to say, but they're not black. We're the only black people who say we're black. And I would say, sir, you're addressing cosplayers. We address them too. These folks got nationalities. They got ethnicities. They got tribes. So they can say they're black, until they blue in the face, but they already are spoken for. Their nation home already claimed them. Okay? So the I'm black does not work. Okay, Tether, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. It's just, what you doing, man? These undocs, listen, man. If y'all never been up north, don't come. I mean, they didn't give every white T Hispanic a license that can't speak English. Man, they don't know how to do a four-way. This now it was not his go, it's my go. And he went, and I went. I made him stop. But man, these are undoxed people are just wild. Yeah, so I'd have been like, sir, people can say what they want to say they are, but are they black? You dig? Are they black? That's the question. The question is no. They come from a homeland, and they are from their homeland. That's who they are.
Trinidadian or I'm Haitian. It don't matter. If you say you black, then everybody gonna see you as the same thing.
You see that? He said everybody say they're black, and then he went on to name what they really are. He said Haitian, Trinidadian. So I would have said, sir, so they aren't black, huh? They're Haitian and Trinidadian. Okay? So you just said they all can say they black, but you just identified them as non-black. You just said they're Haitian and Trinidadian. What's the problem? So that means black is just reserved for us.
But a lot of people ain't on the same program.
I'm kind of lost, brother. I'm kind of confused.
Okay, for sure.
Now, I'm just very confused. Now, what do you identify as?
I'm Aboriginal. I'm from Mississippi. I'm a mound builder.
Got it.
That's what I claim for sure.
Okay. So, what's your issue with foundational Black Americans?
Listen, family, listen.
Not all of them is foundational Black Americans. I mean, so if
I would have said, bro, what black ain't foundational? I'd have been like, yo, black is synonymous with foundational. See, I would have took the lead. Like, yeah, bro, everybody that's black is foundational. And I would have like made him think and come back and I would have cooked him. Because I know he would have included tethers at some point. But nah, tethers ain't foundational. I'd have been like, it's about foundational to America. Yeah, everybody who's foundational to America is black. And they're the only blacks. So this would have been easy for me.
Black girlfriend, right? If I had a black girlfriend in America, I'm in America right now. If me and my black girlfriend moved to China and we had a kid in China, would that make that kid Chinese?
So at that point, I'd be like, sir, do you know what an ethnicity is? Because you said black girlfriend. What country black girlfriend originally from? And he would have had to say America, because anywhere else, I would have said, yep, the country you name, her country name is who she is, my guy. She's not black. You just said she's from a country, and that country has a name. And when people have a country name, they are the name of their country. So if her country is Haiti, bro, she's Haitian. She's not black. If her country is Jamaica, she's Jamaican. She's not black. If her country is Nigeria, she's Nigerian. She's not black. You are what your country is. You are what your flag identifies. Your flag identifies, not your confession, not your proclamation, not your tethering and cosplaying. That don't identify you. Your flag identifies you. You came over here and needed a visa, immigration. You needed permission. You needed TPS. You cannot be black if at some point your lineage needed permission to get over here. It's impossible. Black does not come with permission.
No.
Yeah, for sure. It wouldn't. For sure.
Okay.
So I'm saying the term black, you can't use the term black. It's a lot of dark-skinned people, but a lot of dark-skinned people are not American at all.
Okay, so he said so now his argument is all over the place. He said there's a lot of dark-skinned people and they're not American. See, this is where if Tariq was to talk to me, I would have said, sir, are you using black and dark skin interchangeable? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you using black and dark skin interchangeably? That's the question I would have had. And he would have said yes. So I was like, so then why don't we ever say we're foundational dark Americans? Why do we only say black? Why do we consistently say black? Why do you call tethers black? Why you never call them dark? If they're interchangeable, you should be using them both equally, right? So that would have been a rabbit hole. Then I would have said, bro, when I say I'm black, because at some point he would have had to say dark skin and black are interchangeable. Okay, so I would have said, okay, so dark skin and the black you keep saying, you're talking about black skin. Now he would have hesitated. Because at that point, if he had any brain cell, he would have seen where I'm going. But he would have been forced to say yeah, because he just said they're interchangeable, dark and black. So if it's dark skin, it's black skin. Okay, cool. So are you calling people dark skin because they're dark? You got to say yes. Are you calling people black skin because they got black skin? He'd have said yes. Sir, am I black? He'd have been like, I don't know, what are you? Okay, it's Malcolm X black. is Dr. King black? See, and then he would have to say, yes, sir, do they have black skin? Now, he would have said something semantical. Okay. Do they have dark skin? And at some point, he got to say no or yes. Now, if he says yes, then he's redefining dark skin. So then I got to get more clarity. Okay, so is dark skin close to black skin? You feel me? He got to say yes because he just said they're interchangeable. Okay, sir, what crayon what color is close to black? Right? Okay, sir. What color crayon would Dr. King be? Is that close to black? See, it's like, but he has to be deceptive. He got to babble. He got to be semantical. But I will go that far with him. I will take him to deep waters, do what I do with him, and then I bring him back out, and then I just cook him somewhere else. Then I go into black as a race, ethnicity, and a color descriptor because we're using black at that point. We're using black as a color descriptor. Okay, after he keep gaslighting me, I say, okay, sir, here's the bottom line. When we say black, are Black Americans looking at our skin? And at some point, he'll be forced to say no. If you say yes, sir, Dr. King ain't dark, Mariah Carey ain't black skin, but somehow she's black. Explain. So now this is the dealing with black as a descriptor. Don't forget, black is used 3 different ways. And 2 ways the white T people gave them that is descriptively and racially. The 3rd way, we only use it that way and nobody else. We use black as a ethnicity / nation. And that's now. And that's how we use black as ethnicity / nationality. And I say, sir, did Jamaicans, Haitians, and Nigerians ever use black as an ethnicity / nationality? Now, once he said yes, then he's done. Okay, and I'm gonna take him to those places: Nigeria, Haiti, and Jamaica, and we're gonna rewind the time and find out when his word black was being used as their ethnicity nationality. Okay, so for me, it's very easy to show Haitians, Jamaicans, Nigerians that they're not black. To me, it's not difficult. And a lot of them don't really have rebuttals. Y'all heard me this morning explain that to the Haitian guy and the Togo. Well, the Togo guy already said he's not black. But to the Haitian guy, at some point, he started to concede he ain't black. I gave him overwhelming evidence. Everybody I talked to, including revenue, they understood they were not black. Not in the sense we say we're black, not ethnically. It's impossible. Because then you'll have an ethnic black culture. You don't. You have an ethnic Jamaican culture, ethnic Haitian culture, ethnic Nigerian culture. You have that. Remember, you said we ain't got a culture. So we can't have a black culture and you have one too, then neither one of us got a culture, according to your logic. So for me, like, this is really just simple. Simple communication, just take it slow with them, talk to them without trolling, without gaslighting, without calling names, and hold them to a serious linguistic conversation, which Tariq Nasheed is qualified to do. Tariq Nasheed can definitely get to the linguistics, right? But why do he allow tethers to claim black? I know why. That's because Tariq wants to make another point, and he think he got to make that point. He think he can't make that point without tethers being non-black. You dig? So he thinks he got to invite them to be black. Now I'm like, nah, bro, you can make that point while still telling the truth that they're not black. You dig? You still can make that point. Yeah, so I'm not going to concede. I'm not going to bow down. I'm not going to allow people to be me. So my thing is, we can't delineate if we're sharing our ethnicity. Black is ours. That's it. It's nobody else. I mean, they try to hijack it. Our government even try to assist them and try to give them assist. Here you go. You're black. Here, fill out this form. But that form is a form. That form doesn't re-identify you. It doesn't rename you. And by the way, black was never invented. Even white people invention of black. It was never supposed to be a ethnic replacer. Okay, so even the black classification was not designed to replace Nigerian, Haitian, Jamaican. That's the, you were supposed to be Jamaican still, Haitian still, Nigerian still. It was not designed from white supremacy, from their own playbook. Black racially was not a replacement identifier. They were supposed to still say they're Jamaican, black, Nigerian. Nothing was supposed to change. Now look, this dude right here, the African I'm looking at right now, about to get gas. This dude is black as midnight. And you're gonna tell me that they ain't the color of black? You wow. I should take a picture with my iPad. Hold on a second. I was holding that phone tight as crap. 50 regular? 50 regular. Yep. This guy said regular Philip. Yeah, 50 don't sound like Philip. Fill her up. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna come back to Tariq in 1 second. I wanna play this Jamaican lady. I'll come back to Tariq Nasheed. I've been dying to play this. Check this out. Check this out. All right, let's go here real fast. Breaking news.
Almost 24 people are sitting in the Butler County Jail waiting for U.S. immigration agents. I'm Gabrielle Enright.
And I'm James Brown. News Center 7's Amber Jenkins is live in Springfield. Amber, a spokesperson for the Haitian Support Center, said there is a lot of fear in that community right now.
James and Gabby, he said at least 17 people were detained throughout Springfield yesterday, and one of those people were detained right here at this car wash Monday morning.
The fears and stress and anxiety and all that, yeah, it started since Thursday. Yeah, they have been taking people till the moment that I'm talking to you.
This guy said taking people. Don't they use that same language when African soldiers, they'll say taken, they were took. So they didn't take nobody, they deported.
Down with James Florjon at the Haitian Support Center in Springfield. He says videos like this, people tell us these are ICE agents detaining a man at a car wash. Right. Florjon says it spread fear in his community.
Why is it fearful? Turn yourself in, take the money, and literally run. Yeah, we have a phrase in America. We say, take the money and run. There's $2,600 right there. Take the money and literally run back home.
He thinks this is just the beginning.
So we received a call that they took someone and...
Yo, why are they... Yeah. They got to be playing with us right now. Family, they got to be playing. 1 second. All right. Thank you. God damn, man. Yeah, an African was pumping my gas, and I was talking low because I want him to throw a match in my damn. My man gonna throw a match in my gas thing and take me out. So I gotta be wise. Gotta pick my battles. You dig? They ain't the right time to get on Africans while you getting gas. So anyway, yeah, what's up with these people, man? Oh, let's go. Oh yeah, so why, yo, this is the issue, man. They got these guys pretending that they don't know their TPS has expired. Oh, they're taking us. What? They use the same rhetoric when it came to us getting, like, instead of saying that they sold us, they'll say we've been took. And when they say that, they're implying white folks came to Africa with a big, large net and start taking people out of the country with a big net. So you got to always add, yeah, don't let them say, hey, family, when a Pan-African or African talk about the transatlantic slave trade, please make them say we got sold by Africans. Don't let them say we got kidnapped, captured, took, and there's one more term that they use: took, taken, kidnapped, captured. There's one more term, family. Make sure you make them say, confess that we were sold by Africans. Do not fall for that rhetoric.
From yesterday, that was already 17 people they have already taken. So it's not good news at all.
We reached out to Governor Mike DeWine's office to check on if ICE agents are in Springfield. They told us no federal agency has notified their office directly of any enhanced enforcement, but went on to say our office had been in contact with Springfield police, who indicated they may have been contacted. I will refer comment to Springfield. So News Center 7 asked the city of Springfield the same question. I called, emailed, and went to City Hall. I was told around 2:30 Tuesday afternoon they are checking with the city manager. And at this time, we have not heard back, all while Ferjan stays glued to his phone, watching what's going on in his community.
I don't know what the situation gonna be, and it's really sad for the people here.
Butler County Sheriff's Office is an ICE detention center, about 70 miles south of Springfield. According to jail records, at least 21 people are being held for ICE from August 16th to August 18th. But it does not show where these people were detained. The Department of Homeland Security did confirm agents are conducting daily operations here in Ohio, but they didn't say where. Live in Springfield, Amber Jenkins.
Where you think? Where you think they at? So that was some news and updates for you guys. ICE is definitely where the ICE are definitely where the ankle monitors are at. Okay? You shouldn't be surprised. ICE is definitely where the ankle monitors are at. They just follow the beeps. Beep, 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 beep. And the beep gets faster the closer ICE gets. Beep, 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 beep. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Pull over. He's ready. That's what happens. All right, next one. Damn, man. All right, where's that gas lighting?
Birthright citizenship and the 14th Amendment has always been about found to a reparations.
Was automatically a U.S. citizen. This was Congress passed the 14th Amendment in 1868 to explicitly overturn Dred Scott and make sure that anybody that's born on U.S. soil is automatically a U.S. citizen. This was about making sure that formerly enslaved Black Americans could never have their citizenship stripped from them again. And yet here we are, watching people try to undo all of that work. We know they put a block on it. How long is that going to last? They say it's about immigration.
Yeah, okay. Now here's what they say it's about immigrants, but it's really about Black Americans, right?
Let's be real, if they can strip her.
She was following another vehicle
Now, family, listen to this gas light by tether.
too close as she was changing lanes.
So if you're observing me in my rearview mirror, how are you able to see how close I'm driving behind another car?
I can see your car and the car in front of you.
What was the kind of car
that ain't it.
For centuries, millions of Black Americans were told.
Hold on. My fault. Right here.
To explicitly over Black person, free or enslaved, could ever be a U.S. citizen. But after the Civil War, Congress passed the 14th Amendment in 1868 to
Okay, now this is a tether revising history. She's gonna forget the part where we actually fought for our citizenship. Like she's gonna act like white people just had a heart. Here you go. But this is what happens when a tether tells your history.
explicitly overturn Dred Scott and make sure that anybody that's born on U.S. soil is automatically a U.S. citizen. This was about making sure that formerly enslaved Black Americans could never have their citizenship stripped from them again. And yet here we are, watching people try to undo all of that work. We know they put a block on it. How long is that going to last? They say it's about immigration. Let's be real, if they can strip it from one group, who's next? Birthright citizenship?
Family, this is the tether gaslight. If they can strip it from one group, ma'am, it wasn't intended for you. The argument is it was intended for, are these people remedial? If they can strip it from one group, ma'am, why are they trying to strip it from you? Because they saying it was never for you. The argument, they don't have